Assalamualaikum and hi to Madam Faridah. We are from class BA1115C. We would like to present about cloud computing for this assignment. Let's start with our presentation.
Cloud is a metaphor for the internet that cannot be held and collects a fine liquid that cannot be seen and touched. It is a way in which information technology is collected in a service called as a service that gives users the opportunity to browse through the internet from various devices other than computer itself. There are four types of cloud computing. The first one, private. Private cloud is only intended for certain users or organizations. External users cannot access data in this private cloud. The second one, public. This public cloud can be used by anyone. Among the example of this cloud is Windows Azure. The third one is hybrid. This hybrid cloud is a combination between private and public cloud, where an organization stores important data in the private cloud storage and the rest maintained in the public storage. The last one is community. The community cloud is a combination of those three. It is shared by various organizations followed by regulation. Community clouds can be managed externally, third-party or in-house environment. Next is cloud service. First is software as a service involves the licensure of a software application to customer. Licenses are typically provided through a pay-as-you-go model or on-demand. This type of system can be found in Microsoft Office 365. The second one is infrastructure as a service. Involves a method for delivering everything from operating system to servers and storage through IP-based connectivity as part of an on-demand service, for example, Microsoft Azure. And the last one for types of cloud service is platform as service. Shares some similarities with SaaS. The primary difference between the instead of delivering software online, it is actually a platform for creating software that is delivered via the internet, such as Salesforce is a cloud-based software company. Next, let's go to Ainul.
Cloud computing has been officially introduced in 1997. However, in cloud computing revolution, it started in 1960. McCarthy, a well-known expert in computing science, enabled businesses to use pricey mainframes and develop the system of time sharing. This proved to be a significant contribution to the development of the cloud computing idea as well as the internet. Next, in 1969, Joseph Carroll, a leader, established the theories of galactic network and intergalactic computer network, with the purpose of the interconnecting worldwide space. He also developed the Advanced Research Project Agency Network, ARPANET. ARPANET was the first system to allow computers in different geographical locations to share web-based systems. Moreover, IBM's virtual machine has introduced. It is the concept of generating a virtual layer on top of an operating system that allows the user to operate several instances on the technology around the same time. In early 1997, Prof. Ramnan Chalapa of Emory University has introduced the concept of cloud computing in Dallas. He defined it as a new computer concept in which computing's limitations are unbounded. Last one, in 1999, Salesforce, a software corporation, became a well-known element of effective cloud computing users. They established the idea of delivering software programmers to end customers via the internet. Anyone with internet access could browse and download the application. The transformation of cloud computing can be fragmented into three basic phases, which is the first one is knowingly as the ideal phase, where it's the beginning 1960s with the upsurge of convenience as well as generating computing, and seems to last there until pra-internet bubble era. The developer of cloud computing was Joseph Carroll, the leader. The pre-cloud phase, which began in 1999 and lasted until 2006, was the next phase. The internet is being used to provide applications as a service in this era. The cloud phase, which began in 2007, when the segmentation of IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS development was codified, is the final phase.
Positive effect of cloud computing among Malaysian public sector. First, saving the cost. Cloud computing reduces IT procurement costs by avoiding the purchase of redundant hardware and software among government organizations when many firms can share a single IT server platform. Number 2, increase employees' productivity. Employees can work from any location, especially during pandemic COVID-19, and can access from any device, even not in office. Furthermore, improve the efficiency of logistic employees by enabling tracking operations without using handwriting. Number 3, create government value. Classification of cloud computing systems in virtualized environment allows adopters to meet demand of service provisions by integrating IT infrastructure throughout business. Hence, organizations can encourage citizen requirement and request provision of government service. Lastly, increase collaboration among organizations. Malaysia Government Unified Communication is cloud computing by government that focus on cloud system, email, online chat, and others. So this application can save our country for spending a lot of money to unite all public sector in Malaysia.
Next is the negative effect of cloud computing among the Malaysian public sector. The first one is the risk of data leak. Data leak is very dangerous as it contains our personal and private data. Our data need to be secure because if it's leaked, we might get arrested for something that we never did. In 2021, news reported that Malaysian National Registration (JPN) might have a potential data breach of 4 million nation citizens. This is because the data was put on sale through an online forum from My Identify API. The data was obtained from JPN itself and the Inland Revenue Board. This issue has made all Malaysians scared. Secondly, by using cloud computing, users need to depend on internet connection. Internet connection is important as it is the main line to connect with cloud computing. When the internet connection is bad, cloud computing cannot work. This might be a big loss to the Malaysian public sector because the government cannot continue their work and might cause trouble to someone who needs to use it. Thirdly is the level of security. Cloud computing and security is something that cannot be separated. People need to choose and use cloud computing that is safe. Low level insecurity might lead to the data thief, which might steal our identity to commit crime. In August 2021, a survey was done by Trend Micro Incorporated. The survey result revealed that 73% of Malaysian organizations reported that they are likely to experience a data breach that impact customer data in the next 12 months. This shows that the users need to take a deep research into whether they want to use cloud computing or not. Last but not least is downtime. Downtime means that in that time, machines or software cannot be used. Downtime could bring many problems to the nation's public sector. Users need to wait for such a period until cloud computing returns to the normal state. In downtime, cloud computing cannot be opened and used, and it will cause huge loss to some departments.
For the conclusion, firstly, cloud computing is flexible by opening up a new ways of working, operating, and doing business purpose. Next, cloud computing is also needed because it can help people work advantageously because it can be able to store all of the data and work remotely. Furthermore, cloud computing should overcome each of its problems to ensure efficiency within its system to facilitate consumer. Therefore, by improving their shortcomings is to examine the risk that consumer will experience if they utilize cloud computing as their primary factor. It is by strengthening their security mechanism.
That's all for our presentation. Thank you for watching and stay safe.